Hi everybody, hope you're well. So we're back with the World Championship. This is going to be my last video on this because I'm not intending to get the Scorpio Divine. I just kind of wanted to let you know what I thought of it overall and what I liked and what I didn't like, and also the progress. I'm actually really happy with the progress that I've made in it without using any passes whatsoever. I did miss some legs, so I could have been a little bit further along if I had been, and I will be really honest, the last little while I haven't really bothered to either plot or encourage the horses. I've just entered them in whatever one I felt like, and they haven't placed as well. So like when I was doing my best to pick horses that were really well suited, I was finding that I was doing better. So you can see here, like the last while, I haven't really bothered myself, and I have ended up with kind of rubbish points, which have been half of what I could have been getting if I'd got a first. So if we go back a little bit further to when I was bothering myself, you can see that usually I was placing a lot better and I was getting close to 100 points with each, even with foundations as well, which was really good. I was really pleased with that, because a couple of you were saying that your foundations or your lower horses were actually placing, was getting you as many points as some of your skillers. So I thought to try my foundations, and I did actually find that my foundation was often doing actually way better. So I was picking horses with right skill sets and stuff, so I did like that. So in terms of what I liked, I think it's pretty equal to what I disliked. So the plotting of the tails, I think we can all kind of agree on this, is really tedious because you have to plot it, and it takes, you don't have to plot it, but if you do, it's going to take obviously those 24 clicks, which isn't exactly, just, it does get a bit tedious after a while if you have to do it. And yes, it's easier to just buy some tickets and use the tickets to do it instead, but obviously then that's costing more passes to do. So the cheaper option is made to be tedious, I guess, to make you feel like, okay, it would be easier to just buy some passes. So I think if I like the idea of the tail plotting, but I think the novelty of it wore off quite quickly, and then you just had so many clicks. So I think, yes, they're not going to reduce the clicks because then you're less likely to use your tickets to replace it. The encouragement I would thought was fine. I had no real problem with encouragement. I mean, yes, you probably would add up what you had to pay for the encouragement to all the horses and during the whole process, and yes, it probably added up to a reasonable amount, but I didn't think it was that bad. The other thing I had a problem with is you couldn't play it on mobile, which was the reason I missed some of the times of entering it. But if it had been on a mobile, like, can you imagine trying to plot those tails on a mobile? You would have gone insane. So I can see why that wasn't part of it. I wish also that if I had missed a leg of the race, that the tickets would have rolled over, because I know that some people would say, yes, you just get the horse, you enter the horse, and then you can go back and, obviously put it in later whenever in a different leg. But my problem was that I couldn't get on at all during a certain leg, even to pick horses. So that was why I sort of missed a couple. So I think I missed a lot of points from that. I think I would be a little bit further along had I done that, and also, as I mentioned earlier, been a bit more bothered lately. I'm actually encouraged and groomed and plotted and whatnot these horses. I think the promo also needed a lot more explanation, because the thing was, I think a lot of people didn't really know what was going on, and I think unless you went in and looked in the forum at the explanations and the more in detail stuff, it wasn't really very clear, and I think it took a couple of days for everybody to get to grips with it. So I think that could have been a lot better, because I learned a lot from you guys, which was really fantastic. You shared that, and then obviously some of it was for trial and error as well, and I think it would have been a wee bit better if it had been maybe a little bit better explained early on by horse themselves. And then I think the other thing, I think the interface, the one thing, yeah, this is the thing, I don't like the fact that once I go in, I have to go in here and then I have to go all the way back to the World Championship page to go, and then if I want to go and groom another one and another one, and I know really it's probably designed that you go straight in, you pick your horse, you plot it, you groom it, blah blah blah, and you participate it. But really, I think this could have been sort of more easy to follow and a little bit more easy to look at and so forth. But having said those things, what I did like is the fact that I don't particularly care about the fact if I get this or not. So I didn't feel really pressured. I just kind of enjoyed it, not really worried about whether I'm going to get very far through it. And I don't think I have got this far along, not using passes in a promo, in a very long time. So I am well happy with this at the moment. I don't really have any complaints about that. I'm pretty happy to have got where I did without any passes. So I was able to take advantage of these free items, and I really liked when I got all that Equus. I was sitting going, where did I get all that Equus from? Because usually you get like 5E, or not 5E, but 500E or 5000E. So it was nice to get that. Um, I also like the fact that it was really easy to encourage other people's horses. Like it really was. You just do that, and it's kind of done, and then it automatically clicks off it, so you can just pick somebody else and do it again. I like that bit as well. I just find that really easy to do. And I did like the competitions inside the promo itself. I know I was ranting about them possibly implementing these competition types on the game, which I still stand by at the moment. But I like that. What I like about these competition types for this particular promo is that whenever I go to participate a horse, I have an option of a couple of different ones. And the fact that, as I mentioned earlier, I could be entering foundations and I could still get more points than my skillers would have done. And I like that. The fact that it felt more balanced, and it wasn't just, because I got the impression at the start, I wondered, is it just going to be skillers? Is skillers going to be the thing? If you don't have these really good skillers, you're not going to win anything. So overall, I have actually quite liked this. I don't have really any massive complaints about it. So really I'm kind of in the middle on it. I'm pretty averagely happy about it. I know a lot of people are like, oh, this divine sucks and why would I want to spend passes on it? But like, honest to goodness, I want to hear what you guys, if any of you guys completed it, how many passes you took to get the Scorpio, because I hope that it will be really low in comparison to what we've had in the past. So that's kind of my overall thoughts on the World Championship. I hope you had a lovely day.